So he joined for a Benz. Coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense Logical Reason. As always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So before I start the message about the message in this video, or with the message in this video, I want to talk about my concept that I call the ghetto mentality, and the reason why black people are lagging behind economically in America. Because the problem with the ghetto mentality is that it basically puts a heavy emphasis on quick gratification. Again, it's a childlike mentality that emphasizes quick gratification and puts very little emphasis on delaying gratification so that you can have better in the future. And there's really not much that's worth having that's going to come from satisfying any gratification, every little whim that you can. Typically, people have grow and learn and get better and gain by delaying gratification. And it's not just finances. It pretty much just about everything in life. You know, it could be health. If you set out to be healthier, typically you're going to have to delay gratification to do so, or lose weight. If you set out to lose some weight, you're going to have to delay gratification to do this. Or if you say, every day I want to be smarter than I was yesterday, typically it's going to require you delaying gratification to go out there and gain the knowledge. And unfortunately, as a result of the ghetto mentality, black people oftentimes, or the ghetto blacks, they put their value in a lot of economic butter as opposed to guns. If you're familiar with the economics, guns and butters of economics, basically guns are the things that appreciate with value, such as land, real estate, investing in stocks and bonds, or you invest in your retirement, your 401k or a Roth IRA, the things that actually grow and appreciate and grow over time. The difference is that those things typically are delayed gratification. It requires delayed gratification for you to see the benefit, as opposed to butter, cars, clothes, jewelry, stereo equipment, and rims and stuff like that on the car. All of that stuff it feels good today. You see you get the gratification today, but it's not gonna be worth anything in the future. And unfortunately, like I say, the ghetto mentality causes black people to have a value system that's surrounded by butter. And this is why black folks are lagging behind economically, because they put their value in butter that's not going to grow and appreciate over time. Anyway, a rapper, Mystikal, I'm pretty sure everybody is familiar with Mystikal. And I have to say that Mystikal, his album, The Mind of Mystikal, in my opinion, is the greatest rap album ever. And there's been a lot of iconic rap albums, in my opinion, mostly coming from the early 80s and 90s, of course. But his album is the greatest album all time. Again, that's my opinion. The only thing that comes close to rivaling that would be The Chronic from Dre. Anyway, he spoke on why he joined the military, Mystikal.
Desert Storm that definitely was a hair on your chest making, part of my life, because that was the part when I was out on my own, and then being at war, that definitely intensified the situation of being on your own, So when you and your comrades link up, y'all die hard. You and a buddy in war is gonna definitely be more partner than you and just a partner. That's kind of like on the street level. That's like going to war for real. I joined the army for the experience, just be away. I'm kind of tired of going to school, so let me just get out, see the world, go overseas, come back with a Beamer, Benz or something, shine on them.
So he joined the military for a Benz, a car, a vehicle, butter. And this is all rooted in the value system that he has, or maybe he had at the time, from growing up in the hood, valuing nothing but butter. And again, this is not just Mystikal though, because I've heard other black men say the same thing, that when I was in high school, a guy was talking about how he can go into the military, he could go get transported to Germany, and he could come home with a Mercedes Benz or BMW. And I remember at the time thinking, so you're gonna do all that just for a Mercedes Benz? Anyway, Mystikal didn't say he's going to the military. What people, you hear people typically say are the long-term benefits of being in the military, such as getting a free education that can basically employ you or make you more employable, and then you can demand a higher salary because you have more skills, or free healthcare, supposedly free healthcare that I'm hearing, or say benefits like getting discounts at, say, tickets on amusement parks. I mean, every little bit helps, or discounts on at restaurants and things. He didn't say that. He said he wanted a Benz. And that right there is a perfect example of the ghetto mentality and how they put so much value in nothing but butter. Because I've never heard a white person say they're going to the military for a vehicle, for butter. Again, typically you hear people say they go to the military for the long-term benefits of being in the military, and not just to get a vehicle that's not going to be worth anything 10 years, hardly worth much 10 years, 15 years after you got it, and the value you put into that car is gone. Not to say that a vehicle is invaluable, but you have to take a vehicle for what it is. A vehicle is just a tool to get you back and forth, to and fro where you need to go. Okay, it's not something that you put value in unless you have the millions to do so, the millions to value that. If you are not a millionaire or making a substantial amount of money a year, then putting a lot of money in the vehicle is basically butter, and it's going to lose value. That's all it is. So, like I said, the only reason why I'm going over this is to just, when I say that black folks are lagging behind this country because of mentality and culture, I like to back it up with evidence. And that right there is a perfect example of the decisions that black people make in this country that's causing black people to be lag behind economically. Again, there's nothing that black people can't do in this country that any other race of people do. There's nothing that black folks can't do in America that the Jews aren't, or Asian people aren't. We just choose not to because we have horrible mentalities that cause us to make horrible decisions, and we end up having horrible results that they were going to just sit and then turn around and blame on white supremacy. Anyway, y'all, like I said, that's my 2 cents on this. And as always, until next time.